it up, run 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 it up. You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know they shoot.
From the host of Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here's Walker to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara, with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. He'll get a yard. That's all, as they get him down at the 28. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And taken right on the 30. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start with Davis Price on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Lance. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Niners have 15-1 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, 49ers. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, 6th overall. And the 49ers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down to score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan there on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Faking the handoff. Howell. Out to his left. Wright's got it. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Howell out of the shotgun. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And got his man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Walker now on 1st and 10. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down, Howell now. He completes this to Walker. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's #1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Davis Price will try to pick it up. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Lance and company going on 4th down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. They'll try and run right on the option. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down. And Lance again going to keep it. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. after one. 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Davis Price on 1st and 10. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And Gay knocks this one through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First down, Howell to throw. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Howell. And he'll just get rid of it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Howell. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Howell throwing again after the pick 6. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 75. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Lance finding Ayuk there for Niner first. Now Lance. That's into the hands of Fortson. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Here's Lance to throw it. He gets this one to Davis Price. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Gets it out wide to Davis Price. And this won't be enough. A good secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Here we go on 4th down. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. That's sort of a prime example, is it not, of selling out defensively on 4th and short?
It certainly is, because what you're doing defensively is saying you're going to stop them right there at the line of scrimmage or make a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Instead, they get just enough of a hole chopped, and you're thin on the 2nd and 3rd levels, then you become a chaser instead of a tackler.
Ready.
They'll run with Davis Price. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one, because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
They'll try and run. Here's Davis Price. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Gay's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And this is caught inside the 5. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Out of the gun, it's Howell.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Miles Boykin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is down to a field goal.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to Davis Price.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Read option. Here's Davis Price.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
2nd down, and again it's Davis Price.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
An option give to Davis Price.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
2nd down, and again it's Davis Price. 96 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Shotgun now for Lance. Right side, and he finds Gray.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Josh Oliver, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the major
point field goal. Gay back out there to kick it off. This is going to be returned from middle of the... Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
but he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I had.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Second down, and again, it's Davis Price. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Davis Price. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gay knocks this one through. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Lance going to throw. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And this pass caught by Gray. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards on the play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Read option. Here's Davis Price. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
And Lance now to throw. Able to find Gray here. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Gay's kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. 2nd down, Howell back to pass. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you get momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. To try again after the sack. Howell. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Kenneth Walker with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. An option give to Davis Price. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a play fake. Lance. On This is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter if they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run again with Walker to about the 33-yard line.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Powell to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 5. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Fielded right around the 8. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game. And this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Davis Price up the middle.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Shotgun and then a handoff to Davis Price.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Another touch for Davis Price.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
2nd down, here's Davis Price.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the